No, I'm playing Final Fantasy mode right now, but I want to rant a little bit because this just really pisses me off. I got so many people out there comparing Wolverine to Ninja Gaiden. I got so many people comparing this Wolverine game that's going to be shit and it's pointless. Okay, in the modern day of gaming nowadays, people gotta realize that who cares if a game is 12 to 15 hours? We got so many friggin' games out there nowadays, other than certain other ones, that it's got a tight budget. Okay? And when something's got a tight budget, you have to make it a little bit, not mediocrity, but in a way that it makes sense. And I've seen the gameplay. I don't understand why people are comparing this to Ninja Gaiden, which really you choose a ninja over a guy that breaks steel, breaks alloy, but doesn't have vibranium sword. Even though adamantium breaks steel and crushes it into a second or a half a second, a miracle. And we talk about Wolverine that, oh, it's terrible game. You know, that's the thing about people. You talk about a Marvel game that's supposed to be built on a Marvel like machine. You get what I'm trying to say? I played so many Marvel games, including Captain America PS3. I even played the X-Men Origins of Wolverine. And then we are comparing a Sentinel in this new game because if you really pay close attention, if you pause the video on President Rose stream or Cynic Alex stream, there is a certain button that you're supposed to press to go on top of it or parry it, so you can do that. If you really stop shitting on the game and start really putting your eyes closer to the game of the video, you could see what you can actually do. The people say you're gonna get the most like playing experience by not playing silently, like playing aggressively. Wolverine is a person that plays aggressively, just like Deadpool, just like Punisher, just like Blade. But we're gonna choose Wolverine character that has rage, and the more rage he gets, the more healing he gets, and the more powerful he gets. That's like the same thing kind of with Bruce Banner. The more anger he gets, the more nuke time bomb he increases his gamma to do a thunderclap and everything else. But we're going to shit on this Wolverine game because some people are Sony ponies and some people are not. Am I a Sony pony? Do I really want to tell you that? Maybe, yeah. I played Sony since I was a little kid. My first console was a PS1, then a PS2, then a PS3. Not even that. I played all the Nintendos when I was a kid too. I was born in 1994, so when I was like 5 or 6, I believe there was a Nintendo 64, and then there was another one before that. I don't know which one did those two those were, but I played one of those eras in that timeline. I played Mario, I played Sonic, I played X-Men, I played Wolverine, I played Ninja Turtles. I played all of this shit, and what's next? We're gonna shit on the new Ronin game too? Like, I don't understand, like, the modern day of gaming today, people are impatient to play a game they have nothing to know about, and they're just talking it like it's nothing of trash. Actually, I bought the game. I bought it digitally, and I'm probably gonna buy a physical copy very soon. Am I shitting on it? No, because I like Wolverine. You're forgetting Wolverine is a see, this is the thing that people don't understand. Wolverine is a survivor, just like Magneto, just like Deadpool, and just like all the other Avengers, like Hulk and the other versions of them. You're forgetting, like, Marvel and Ninja Gaiden are two different people. They're not the same thing. You're comparing God of War using Wolverine claws. We're using, like, I can't understand nowadays where I look at these videos on all Instagram videos and we're comparing God of War, Poseidon, and we're comparing X-Men Origins of Wolverine, and we're comparing Ninja Gaiden 2. And I want to say these two words: grow up, just play the game, enjoy it. Like like President Rose said these two words to people in his stream one time. He said these two words: if you do not play something, how do you know you're going to like it? In modern days of being a streamer and playing a game, we have to be patient. If we're not patient, we don't get anywhere in life, in a matter of speaking. Now, I've seen Cynic Alex rant about it, I've seen President Rose about it, and I'm saying these two words: Buy the game, play it, and see what for yourself. Stop shitting on it because you're mad about this culture going away. We're all mad. But hey, I'm mad too. I have copies of certain games that I still got to get my hands on before the era goes away. But am I really going to get mad and let that bother me? No, because sooner or later that could change. You don't really know in the matter of times if they're really going to do it. Like, it's like you could talk the ass of talking. You could talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk. It's the same era. Do we really think that the government's going to allow that? No, because they want to be greedy and they want money. So do you think Sony is going to get away at being richer than the elites? You really gotta pay attention to that, really, even though you're getting pissed off at nothing. I'm just putting that out there. A real man would know. And then we're complaining about the game being 12 to 15 hours long. Bro, it doesn't really matter. There's been so many games on PS2 that weren't that long. Really. There was a couple of them. But I'm not going to say that because I played them and I would have to go back and look at the hours how long the game is. And I don't want to do that because that takes my time away to do what I want to do. I just really hate people like talking about this Wolverine game that like we're comparing every game to Wolverine when the game hasn't even came out yet. We got 30 days to try this. And I'm going to tell you two words. Sony is going to get on your ass, and then eventually whoever's talking bad about it, they could do whatever they want. Remember, your account could only be a short period of time. Stop talking about, like, I don't know in this modern age, but I have a theory, like, do you want to know why they're taking away physical discs if people don't understand? Taking away the modders to, like, bump it up, like, hacking apps and all that other kind of jazz. Why do you think they're taking away physical discs? Modders, hackers, you know, you name it. That's the reason why they want to own it from your console so they can stop you from doing that. That's their plan. If you can't see that, then that's your problem. I already know what's going on. But am I going to say anything? No, because I want you to find that out. And we're all talking about this Wolverine game that is so terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if someone talks bad about Metal Gear Guns of Patriots. Like nowadays we talk about all the bad games just because this culture is going away. Sooner or later DVDs, you know, my grandfather used to tell me two words. Christian, not everything in life is going to stay here forever. Including with movies, including with DVDs, including with TVs, you know, you name it. Toys, you know. Hey, look, you know, Toys R Us is gone. You know, it's funny, right? And then Blockbuster is gone. How do we know how long GameStop is going to last? Or any other companies, the gaming company. My grandfather used to say these two words. My family even used to say it to my face. Christian, you don't know how long Batman's going to stay in DC. You do not know how long toys, characters, you name it, that people own are going to stay. Do we know how long Disney is going to own Marvel? No, we don't. It's all speculation. Do you know what that means? Money talks, bullshit walks. And what that means is right now, in speculation, Sony is trying to pair to do this. But it depends because the government knows these two words. One, they're not going to let Sony get away with it. Because money talks, bullshit walks. Think about it. Government in stores get product of it. Sony only gets a half a portion. The reason why Sony wants physical discs because they want to own all the money and be greedy. Do you honestly think that the government is going to allow that in nowadays? They know the money's getting tight. So when they know the money's going to get tighter, they're going to strike at you. You got to remember, we don't live in this world for free. We live in this world for free right now. But that could fucking change in the years of time. I'm not going to say anymore, but this is just speculation. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Don't follow me, don't subscribe to me. If you want, you can. I'm just saying, stop talking about Wolverine. You're kind of ruining it for the people that actually want to play the game and actually want to have fun. And for me, I want to go in there hardcore and I want to enjoy the game. I don't want to fucking fight a boss battle that takes like half a minute. Like someone said in their video, oh, you know, I want to play the game where an enemy dies so quickly. Why would you want to do that? That ruins the skill tree to beat the game and learn the skill. That's like saying in real life you want to fight a battle that's unwinnable. I don't want to do that. I want to go all in and fight the person and show them what I'm made of. Show them I'm a man. I don't want to fight a cheap cheap knockoff. That's a pussy route. I don't want that shit. But they, you know, I've said this, like, if you subscribe to me, subscribe to me. If you don't like my video, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna stop me from saying my opinion. But what I'm trying to say, it's not gonna hurt me. I'm just saying you need to stop shitting on this game. Really do, because I'm going to be streaming it, and then I'm probably going to hear all the haters out on my channel. I'm just going to say, if you're here to enjoy the game, enjoy the game. If you're here to leave, then leave. I don't care, but I'm going to be streaming this on September 15th. I even have it on set for 30 more days. And we all here want to talk bad about it because we're mad about culture. I'm going to say these two words: grow up. It's called life. That's what it is. We only live in this world for a short period of time. And a real man will tell you that. The people that are haters on this game, man, I look at it and I say to myself, why? Why in the modern era are we all complaining? When we're getting a brutal kill of Wolverine, we're getting ripped parts of their arms, weapons. I don't understand that. I really don't. I don't know how you can compare God of War to Wolverine or a fight in Ninja Gaiden 2, because Wolverine is a mutant and it's more than just fighting with ninja swords. It's more, Wolverine takes more skill fighting a brutal foe like head on, other than like Sabretooth going out in a merciful killing spree. Ninja Gaiden, it fights with a ninja in the shadows. That's the same exact thing, like somebody else in mind. But I'm not going to say that because this is about Wolverine. This is not about Batman, is it? But then again, we could talk about Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight is most perfect. You're going to tell me that Batman Arkham Knight is not almost perfect? That game was really almost pumped. The combat, the counters, everything. Okay, yeah, the Batmobile, everyone hated. I liked it. I actually liked it that I had to use the Batmobile. It made sense with Jason Todd. Because when Jason Todd did fight Batman, he would not fight fair. He would use whatever means necessary to kill Batman, because he thought Joker was gonna, like Joker said, Batman's not gonna come and save you. He created Red Hood actually after Joker killed Jason Todd as Robin in that movie. Ra's al Ghul revived Jason Todd in the Lazarus Pit, which made him think Batman was his enemy. You gotta remember, when you come out of the Lazarus Pit, it makes you do things that your mind don't want you to do, and it controls you. Why do you think when Ra's al Ghul came out of the pit, when he fought him, and then after he said to Batman, every time I go into the pit, I'm afraid what's gonna come out. That is really Ra's al Ghul's real fear, actually, and it's the truth though. But then when you do save him, or you put him in GCPD, he says, Bruce or Batman, I am proud of you. That was good too as an ending. I didn't want to revive him because I didn't feel like he deserved more chaos and death. I feel like he deserved a resting death like Talia. That's why when I'm on Batman Arkham Knight all the time, I would stay in that room right there saying, Talia, I'm sorry, but I would show my respects, me like 2 or 3 or 4 hours, because I feel bad because the Joker really did kill Talia, and Talia was the mother of Damian Wayne, aka there are 4 Robins. My girlfriend didn't know there was 4 Robins. She didn't even know that Dick Grayson was falling in love with Starfire. I said, yeah, of course she is. That's Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson created the Teen Titans with Cyborg, Beast, Raven, and Terra. You got so many Teen Titans that even the youngest fucking Red Arrow joined the Titans eventually in the Mara era. You got the young Injustice League that became that too, like Superboy after Teen Titans, like Superman's clone of Lex Luthor created the fucking Young Justice League with Batman and shit. Aquaman's son as well joined the Young Justice League as well. They all work together, but we're gonna shit on a Marvel game that just came out. What's next? We're gonna shit on fucking The Last Ronin? I'm so it's just another day. We all gotta talk about something that really hurts people's feelings. We want to play this, and we're all talking bad about it, and we're just not gonna buy it and play it and see it for ourselves. We're just gonna talk about it to give our aspects, and when you're wrong, then people unfollow you. Do you understand that? or unsubscribe to you. It's pointless to talk about a game that you haven't even touched yet. I remember one time President Rose talked about, like, you know, Parking Zero. He said, if you haven't played it, I get what you're saying, but you can't tell me that you don't like it if you don't buy it and play it. You cannot do that. It does not work like that. That's the same thing, like, say if you don't like vegetables. How do you know you don't like vegetables? That's the same thing. You have to try it to see if you like it. You know, nowadays I've realized that when people talk shit, it's funny how we live in an era where we're all big boys, but we want to be so depressed because we can't get what we want. In life, nobody can get what they want. It's common sense. What I don't want to say, like I've said it so many times. That's your problem, not my problem. Your problem is you can't, you're butthurt because you want a certain thing that cannot happen. Like, take Halo, for example. You're telling me you want a game to be so easy and to kill an enemy so fast. That's because if you were fighting a real person, you would want the easy way out. In life, there is no such thing as an easy way out. There's no such thing as that. You either fight to win, or you fight for your salvation, or basically you fight to survive. That's like saying if there was a real epidemic from The Walking Dead. You saying to me you wouldn't be scared to kill a zombie when we all have fear inside of us, and you're going to tell me a different aspect of a story. That doesn't make no fucking sense, because in life that we live in, even though, okay, I'll be honest with you, I have a family member that got a gun pointed to his head, and he said these two words, but I'm not going to say who this person is. I'm just going to say he was one of a relative of mine. One of the persons put a gun to his head. He said, "Go ahead, shoot me." And the guy said, he backed off with the gun and said, No, you're crazy, man. I don't want to deal with you. If someone put a gun to my head too, I would tell them to pull the trigger too, to be honest. Because I really wouldn't fucking care. I'm not scared. I don't care. I wouldn't care, really, to be honest. We're all going to die eventually in the years to come. It's not a matter of time, but it's a matter of time when it happens. You can't fear death. You can't fear nothing. You have to live by it every day. Waking up, breathing lungs and everything. That's the real world nowadays. You cannot fear anything. There's only one person that wants you to fear that, and it rhymes with an L. Now I'm not gonna say it, or it rhymes with an S. S-N-S-I-N. And if you know what that means, then you know what I'm talking about. You can't build a life on fear. You have to be positive. You have to be self-centered and everything else. Now with this game coming out, it's like you're cursing, you're getting mad, and you want an easy way out. Like, you're telling me you don't want to counter someone in real life and block, like, come on, man. That's like saying that's like a pussy way out of the things. In real life, we can't get everything we want. I know I can't get everything I want. But am I mad about it? No. I just wanted to rant a little bit about that. Like, I'm just so, so aggravated about people nowadays that just want to, talk about all these games because you know, it's funny that people don't realize this, really. And I'm going to say these two words. What games were only backwards compatibility and only projects of Sony? I already know all of them. Ratchet and Clank, was never on Xbox, still not to this very day. You got Yakuza, that was only for PlayStation. You got Metal Gear, and now it's on Xbox. And you got Kingdom Hearts, was only for PlayStation, for not backwards compatibility for Xbox. There's a lot of games that we don't see that were only on Sony compared to Xbox now. And now they're on them. Do you know how funny that is? That was only exclusive to PlayStation. You want to know why? Because it was where you got to remember, the reason why Xbox did not give E-Day to PlayStation out there is because they knew that if they gave PlayStation, everybody would run to PlayStation to play Gears, just like everyone ran to play Halo. They have to give some people something on Xbox, so all people will go buy an Xbox to play it. It's called mediocrity. It's called conspiracy. You got to get the players to play something in a different aspect so they would buy it, to play it, to understand it. And so they would get their money. Money is tight nowadays. That's why certain games will not be on Xbox and PlayStation. It might go back where it might go back where game wars are back again or something like that. Maybe. We don't know when this Blade game is coming out. We heard it. Xbox is canceling it for Dream Sky, other than the Black Panther, Captain America 94 or something is supposed to be releasing. We don't know when that is. We know Darksiders 4 is supposed to be released soon. We don't know when. It's just speculation. We haven't got anything of the Ronin from the last fucking trailer of last year. So, y'all have to be patient. We're getting GTA 6. I get it. People don't want to play GTA 6. But you're going to tell me, and we all know we are all liars out there. Because I know I wasn't going to buy it. But hey, I bought it. Because it's a GTA 6. Like, people that want to play a game that is fun for them, they're going to buy it no matter if someone tells them not to. That's like my sister says the same thing to me. That's like my girlfriend's sister says to me. You cannot tell me what to buy. If I buy it, I buy it. It's up to me to buy it. Like, I want to play The Invincible. I haven't got that yet. I watched the show. It's interesting. And then we got all haters on these other games. Like, it's like crazy. I have a feeling when Metal Gear Guns of Patriots come out, bro, everyone's gonna rant and talk about shit about something that they don't like, that they created something new in it. It's always like that. Well, I just wanted to rant a little bit about this because this really aggravated me. We got 39 days left after today before Wolverine comes out. Let me look at that again. Actually, let me look at that one more time in the store. Hold on. Let me look at that one more time. Pre-order. Let me look at it again for the deluxe. Yeah, we got 29 days. After today, it's 28 days. Like, I can't with people. I can't, man. Well, I'm not going to be playing Final Fantasy mode right now, as I still got to beat this for somebody else eventually, so I'm just going to save it and rant a little bit about this. But this really beat my butt, really, that I get it that Cynic Alex is mad because you all guys wanted this game, and President Rose fucking bought it too. There's a lot of people out here that are going to want to play this and enjoy it, and you just gotta let it be. And in the era nowadays, we live in something where it's called freedom of speech. It may hurt you, and it's gonna hurt me, but I have a feeling that people are gonna come on my channel and say, why are you playing a shitty game like this? Okay, then why are you here? It's like common sense right there. We come out to give you games. We come out to show you how to get achievements, trophies. You know, we tell you what new things come out. Like, even though I'm not getting paid for it, but they're getting paid for it. But hey, they built their channel to do whatever they want. Like me, I built my channel to the up. I had a little help from Bandai Katensho for giving me a little pointers. Like my friend Flamestar, I haven't heard from him. I hope he's okay. I know he's on PC a lot streaming. Yes, I do know him actually. Not in real life, but on Xbox and PlayStation, I was friends with him. I haven't heard from him. I haven't been on his channel. I don't know if he's streaming right now. I'm not mad at him or nothing. But the problem is with this is you got a lot of haters from PlayStation, Xbox. You're gonna ask me what console do I like the most? That's a hard one to say. I don't want to say it really. I love Xbox a lot. I play it a lot more. But if I don't use the Xbox a lot other than my PlayStation, then you already know the answer to that question. Because I only play PlayStation when something new comes out from Sony. That's the only thing I do. Yeah, I'll stream it because... You want to know why I like PlayStation a lot more? I'll tell you why. I can stream YouTube on PlayStation. If I could stream Xbox games on YouTube on Xbox, it would be a different story. That's what people don't understand. And that's how, I talk, or I use other things to means to talk to you. That's how I get that shit out. Now, I'm not saying Sony and Xbox or PlayStation is better than Sony. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I have both. I own both. I own a PlayStation 5, an Xbox Series X, and a PS3. And my girlfriend owns an Xbox Series X as well. Kind of, actually. And I'm the one that bought it. That is a brand new console. No offense. And I'm not telling nobody how much I paid for it. It's brand new. I'm not putting that out there. No one needs to know that. I'm just going to say, yeah, the reason why how she could play it with me is because I paid for it in my own pocket, my own money, and I saved up for it. That's all you're going to know. That is it. Other than this rant about Wolverine, my girlfriend's looking forward to watching me play it in the whenever. I don't know when. But you're shitting on a game that people are looking forward to playing. Or I know people are going to rant about new movies coming out or what they don't like about it. It doesn't, we live in an age now that gamers nowadays always have something to say about, and it's like wondering why. Do you know why the gaming nowadays are so terrible? Because people out there that are so impatient and talking shit about a game, and they build it for you, they make it. The reason why they make it bad for you guys or anybody else, for the people that actually want to play games to get away from the world, because it seems like you want no games to play. If you're ranting, or not ranting, but if you're complaining about something that you don't like, and you should take this with a grain of salt, because in the modern day era, we might not have consoles like this. We're going to AI soon. With computers, building the characters and everything, trying to make everyone happy to buy it so you guys can have something to play at home when you're going through real life shit. You gotta be patient. You can't shit on. Okay, let's say you go to a diner, right? You go to a diner, you tip the woman tip the woman, and you tip like the person that gave your food. If you don't tip the woman, what do you think's gonna happen? The next time you go there and she remembers you, she's gonna pee in the food, or she's gonna, if you get what my drift is. The reason why games nowadays come out so bad for everybody else is because people are shitting on the game that is just releasing. If you really put it that in the matter of speaking perspective. I'm a Capricorn. I see things that you can visualize from a real perspective. It's a common sense thing. You don't tip a bartender. You don't tip a person that gives you pizza. Next time he orders your pizza, you don't know if he can drive in the car, pee on it, or do anything to it. That's like saying when you are complaining about a game and ranting, saying this is shit, I'm not buying it. How do you know they're going to give you a disc in modern age that they're not going to do something to cause a fixed problem? Because you opened your mouth about a shitty game that was problem for everybody that, everyone wants to enjoy and play. See, that's the thing people don't understand about nowadays. That's the same exact thing as doing something from ordering something online or playing something in real life. Like you're ranting with a store person at ShopRite. She can make it more money without you even knowing if she wanted to. That's the same exact thing as talking about a shitty game that has just came out, even though it's not shit. It's really good, and I'm really interested. And I'm not talking bad about it. It's everybody else that, other than the Caboose and everybody else that are YouTubers, I don't know if everyone is interested in Wolverine. I didn't say it like that. The people that are interested in Wolverine are the people that can't wait to get their hands on. Now, I don't know if anybody else, I know President Rose is interesting. I don't know if Slow Plays is, or anybody else that I follow on YouTube. But all the other people that are criticizing this game, you have to lay off it. Because sooner or later, we're going to get a different version of a game, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And if you're not patient with anything, then you understand why gaming doesn't work for us. And if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to. But it is really common sense what I am saying. like I said, like you go to a diner and you give the girl a nasty attitude. Oh, take this back, or you don't give her a nice tip. She can do something to that food, just like they can do something to that game. It's common sense if you're not patient with people. Everyone's got a bone to pick with somebody. And if you don't believe me, look at the aspects of it. Anybody could tell you I'm right. A YouTuber that, a YouTuber or not, that is not physically, like, built like high, will tell you that in the modern age, that you go to a diner, you order food, you complain about the food. Oh, this is terrible, take it back. When she brings it back, something different about it. Same thing with a game. Why do you think there's always a problem in a game that's got to be fixed, just like the food? Because you either A, ranted on a shitty game, or you complained about the food they cooked for you. Common sense. Anybody can tell you that. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. Sometimes it does. Like, what else? How can I explain it in a different way? There are 3 or 4 ways that I can explain this. Okay, let's say you rant about your car. You go to a dealer. You try to go down a profit, right? And the dealer don't want to help you with the car. But you have the Carfax, which makes sense. But when you get the Carfax, do you actually know what happens after the deal goes down? He raises you the next month because you did that too. Just like a game, like you're complaining about something, you wonder why it's so expensive. You could rant about a diner person, you rant about a person that's in the store, and then you wonder why the owner or the manager gets on your ass because you're impatient. And then he raises up the prices of the store. Or when they're having a good day, they lower down the prices because no one's complaining about anything in the world. See, that's the thing about the world today. If no one complained about nothing, the world would be at peace. But then again, we need war to make money, and we need the budget to get oil and shit like that. So people wonder why, you got to remember, we got people out there fighting for us too. So you got to stop like complaining about games, because really, in the years to come, we have to look at the real threat that is going to happen in the years to come into the age. And no one's really thinking on it. But how much longer does our life get to stay the way it is now to the years to come? You got to stop complaining about everything. You got to take it slow and steady and smooth. It's not easy, but it's called life itself. It's like I said, you mess up with a waitress, you complain. It's the same thing with a game. They're going to fuck something up in the game for you not to get fixed, and when they want to fix it, it's the same thing. If you don't see it, then you really are not an adult growing up yet. You just want to rant for your channel, and you don't really see the good and the bad and the evil right in front of you in your face. It's really true. Yeah, we're not going to play Final Fantasy. This was just a rant to talk about kind of Wolverine, actually, and real stuff out there, because we got so many people nowadays that want to complain about so much shit. It is so pathetic that the world that we live in today really is. It really is. So if you want to sit here and hear me rant and play or not, that is up to you. But I'm just saying, man, it is so sad in the modern day that we come in this world nowadays where people just want to talk so much shit about something that has nothing to do. And people wonder, hey, why is this game so bad? Why does it gotta be fixed when it comes out? Well, it's common sense. It's either A, it's like I said with a diner, a store owner, and everything else. Like, you piss them off, say, oh, this food's bad, take it back. What do you think it's different about it? They peed on it, they shitted on it, or something. And then you wonder why games are so bad when they come out, and they gotta be fixed with problems. Because you make your own problems coming out of your mouth. It's common sense. It took me a while to figure that out, actually. Like, you can learn a lot from real life shit from actually a game like thing getting fixed inside a game. You can really see it actually. If you really see, that's the difference between me and everybody. I have every 11 zodiac signs in me. I'm the sea goat. So I analyze everything from people, from person, from atom, from life itself to everything. I'm always one step ahead. I'm like a mountain climbing up and never stop. So it's something like that you got to put your finger on and look at it. Why is these games so terrible? Why are the people so terrible? It's because how you treat them or how you act towards them. That's why. And people don't really understand that because people have not grown up yet. It's common sense. Anybody could tell me that I'm right. People could say I'm wrong. People could say I'm fucking crazy. I'm not crazy. I understand the world that we live in. No, it's really not that hard to see what's really going on in the world that we live in. Really not. I don't know why I use that ability right now. But I'm probably gonna play this just a little bit, probably until I fight her, and then I'm gonna call it. But give me a second. All my simmers out there, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Post down below, smash that like button, subscribe button. All my simmers out there, stay frosty, stay salty, get those country kills, and enjoy this video. Anyway, I'm just saying, it's common sense, the world that we live in. When you do something like that, you wonder why games like Spyro comes out that it needs to be a fix, or someone complains about a game or something in a diner, then you understand why these like internet goes down, Xbox goes down. You wonder why all these fixes got to be fixed. And people don't understand that because people don't have patience nowadays. And they wonder why it takes so long to fix something or in the game or why there's so many fixes or so many errors. And when you buy the game, you wonder why is this not working? Think about it. You ranted, you talk shit behind the people's back that created it in their own pocket, or the company that made it, made the graphics, made the character design. They spend their money on it. They spend their whole time building it from Adam, and you wonder why a game comes out with a problem. Because of your mouth. That's why. That's the only reason why it happens. And if people don't understand that, then really, then you don't know the modern day that we live in. It's the truth, though. So yeah, we're just ranting a little bit about the Wolverine and this game that's coming out in 29 days. But like I said, if you really pay attention to the video and watch the whole thing through, you can understand why everything is getting terrible nowadays. Why people are basically wondering why games suck nowadays, or why, you know, like you stay with me for a bit. When you go to a diner, why do you think the food's bad? When you complain and say, "Oh, take that back. I don't want it. I'm not paying for this." What do they do to it, really? Like any pizza place or anything you go, you wonder why games are so terrible, why they have to have fixes, because your mouth gets you in trouble for everybody else. That's like saying when you go to a diner, you eat food, and you don't eat the food, and they cook it for you. They can shit on it, piss on it, and everything else, and you wonder why a game comes out so bad and so many glitches and everything, and people don't understand. Have to have patience in the world to be a YouTuber and everything else. If some people don't criticize certain things that come out, then how are you gonna like, you know, the people could be liking it. Like, okay, we're gonna compare a ninja to Wolverine when Wolverine is more stronger than a ninja. Adamantium, rage gets stronger like Hulk. Can break steel. Don't let anyone get near him too close, and doesn't let down his guard. You're gonna compare a character to anything else, and we're gonna compare Kratos. Okay, Kratos is a god, like a mortal, like not mortal, but like somewhat a god. I can understand him, really, maybe like beating Wolverine, and honestly, I see like immortal or unmortal, whatever. But we're going to compare a fight to Ninja Gaiden 2 from a Sentinel. You do realize in that fight, President Rose said these two words to everybody, including cynical Caboose, said there is a certain button that you have to press. That could be parry. It could be a different button that you can go behind it and break it. You don't really know. We haven't seen the full fight yet. We haven't even seen the fight of Mega Red, and we're all ranting. We're all shitting on a game that's going to come out in 2019. You could say right now you hate this, and then you can make a video again saying that you like it, and I was wrong. But we're all going to criticize the game because we're all mad about physical media, because culture is gone. Let me tell you something. In the modern day now, not everything is going to stay forever. You got to remember that. Friends, family, relatives, relationships, anything is not going to stay forever. How you keep it is how you make it, or whatever you want to say it like that. However you want to keep something, you have to build trust, loyalty, and everything. And you have to have fucking patience. If you don't have patience, nobody's going to want you around you. Nobody. It's common sense why games nowadays, everyone wants to rant and say why games are so sucky. It's the same thing going to a diner. It's the same thing going to a store. It's the same thing ordering pizza. The reason what you do to them, and they're making the game, they're building it on a computer, they're spending night and day building it, graphics, all of it. And you wonder why games get shit for everybody else, including me and everybody else. It's because you have a mouth and you talk about it and shit on it. And then you wonder why people are quiet when it comes out. And then Sony said, we're going to put something in because they have a big mouth. And then we're going to fuck it up for everybody else. That's the only reason why probably Avengers got shitted on, too. People wonder why things stay and go. Because no one has patience anymore. Common sense. Common fucking sense. Think about it. Why do you think Final... a little bit about the Wolverine.
Did you hear that? Unfortunately, yes. Good news, lad. Your search is over.
Not believe me what I'm saying about that, but it's true. Anybody that's real, like an adult, will tell you that I am correct on it. It's the same friggin' thing. What's next? You're gonna shit on Tomb Raider that comes out in February, or any else game, because we're gonna lose closure, we're gonna lose physical disc and everything. The more you do that, the worse it gets for everyone else that plays games in life. You gotta put the pieces together. Sometimes it's best to be patient when something comes out, and maybe, just maybe, shit will get better. It's common knowledge from growing up. Why do you think our parents are more smarter than us? Why do you think they know everything? Because they were here before our time. And I'm only 32 years old, and I figured that out just now. After all these years, I'm like always wondering, why are games so terrible? And I figured it out last night. Because of our fucking mouth, and because of our talking, because of our attitude, because of our discussion nation and everything. That's the reason why. Criticize them, everything. Presidents, culture, anything. You wonder why it happens. Think about it. You don't believe me? Think about it. Really, really think on it. And then come back to me. If you want to subscribe to me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Post a like on this channel if you like it. Hopefully you enjoy a little bit of Final Fantasy. I don't know when I'm going to get off it. I'll probably, I don't know, depending how far I get in this part. But there's your answer. Now you really know why shit gets really fucked. And I'm surprised no one figured that out but me. I'm pretty sure a lot of maybe my girlfriend's father knew that already too. And some other people that are older than me, or wiser, they would probably figure it out. It's that obvious. Why do you think Final Fantasy XVI came out so perfectly almost? Because no one was ranting or talking shit on it. There's your answer. Everybody could tell you that. The more bigger mouth you have, the better it's worse for everybody else. There's your answer. That's why you gotta leave a tip. That's why you can't criticize people making you dinner. But hey, we gotta have a mouth somewhat. But still, sometimes the best thing is to do is just keep your nose shut and quiet and just deal with it. You know? Like criticizing women about how they look or fat or anything, you know, that's another thing. That kind of hurts people's feelings. That's like saying if someone criticized my girl, I wouldn't like it. If someone said, oh, she's ugly, I would tell them, watch what you say in front of me. That's still my girlfriend, that's still my lady, and I still love her the way she is. I don't care what you think. You think is a different era of stupidness. I wouldn't care. I would care what he said to her in front of me. And then if I heard something I did not like, I get up on my two legs and go kick their ass if they were near me. That is 100% how I act in real life. I don't like hearing people criticize a woman in front of me. I don't like them cursing at them, talking shit behind their back, or saying CNT to their face in front of me because someone did that in my family, and I almost killed one of my relatives because they talked shit behind my girlfriend's back. Not kill, but we had a little, we almost pop heads, basically, I meant to say. It wasn't going to be pretty. And sometimes you're not supposed to fight with your family, but hey, not everything happens for a reason, you know. But in a way, it happened, and we let bygones be bygones, and we don't talk about what happened, because he's still family. But he probably had a bad day, he didn't mean it, or he had something going on. Everybody does. But I will never accept my girlfriend being talked to behind my back when I'm around somebody. I will take action, and I don't give a fuck. That's like saying someone calls, oh, your girlfriend's fat, or she's a CNT or anything. I said, you better think twice before you walk out that door. Or I just walk up to him saying, where do you think you're going? I literally knock him the fuck out. I pushed someone through a wall when they said that to my girlfriend. I didn't mean it. It's just I lost it completely, blacked the fuck out almost. And I'm lucky someone was there to like push me away from it. It was my girlfriend, and it was somebody else in my family that did it too, because I was gonna go completely AWOL You know, my family and me, we have a really nasty aggression. We take action before it happens. That means we do things we don't want to do. We completely just lose it. And I pray to God that never happens when someone says something to me again, because I'm gonna lose it next time. And this time I'm going all in. I don't give a fuck. I might walk up to the person and I might do something I regret. That's it. You know, so there's only so much patience for a person that you want to have that just thinks he thinks he's all this. And I can't stand people like that. Because then when you do that, then you're easily to fail on something you think you're gonna win when you're not gonna win. See, everyone out here thinks they can beat everybody. I don't think that. But sometimes it could be your downfall, so you have to choose to pick the battles that you win. If you know you can't win the battle, then don't say anything. If you know you can win the battle, then you could say something. And you know, you see the outcome. You could see the motivation. A real man could see that. That's why with me as a man, I know what battles I can win, and I know when I can win them, and I analyze them very thoroughly and carefully. Like, I see what the person's like, and I see like how I can understand him first before I know how I'm gonna kick his ass, and see like what he truly is all about him before it meets the eye. That's something about me that nobody knows. Like, that's like saying if you know you can win a bet, you make the bet. My dad told me that. Last time I made a bet with my family member, I won it because I knew I was gonna win it. Like, that's how I won it. Same thing. People want to know, why was everything so affordable in our family's time? Money wasn't that famous in our family's time back in the years. That's why there was peace. That's why there was no cars. That's why there was no gun violence, no equipment. In 2001, that's when it really got crazier. That's when it all happened. Actually, before then, I think in 1989 or 1987 or somewhere in the 1960s or something is when the world got even way more crazier than it was today. But it's getting there more and more each day. Oh look, we're gonna fight a mini boss now. No, maybe not now. I thought we were. Yeah, we are. I don't know if this is a mini boss. Don't pay attention to that. I don't know if he's gonna teleport. Probably not. Oh crap. Yeah, and you break your shield. Boom. Nope, nope. 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 Ah, I broke his shield. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm not even near that. Not this time. Do. Come on, hit me. Nope. Wrong move, gents. Hello. Yeah. Nope. Garuda. You're dead. Where'd he go? Nope. Oh, I'm falling for that shit. No. No, ain't happening. Yeah. There you go. He's dead. Yeah. Well, she wrote, kiddos.
Never were one for half measures, were you, Benedict? Those shots didn't know what hit them.
Yeah. Possibility. Sound the alarm. Oh, I thought that was funny. Sound the alarm. Oh, that's funny. Sound the alarm. The way they say that. I have another game that I'm gonna be streaming eventually called Mine Eye or Mine Side Eye or some shit like that. I heard it was pretty good. So eventually I will maybe be streaming for you that guys, and I'm possibly gonna play back Protocol game that got copied, like it got corrupted one of those days. It's a PS4 game I still own. My grandma bought it for me for a year ago Christmas, and I'm probably gonna rehash that game eventually. Just looking back and see if I forgot anything before moving on to the next area. No, but I'm done ranting. I had enough of it. It just makes it just. I just wanted to say that really. Like maybe not everybody's maybe looking forward to playing this, but I am. That's all I'm gonna say. You can't speculate a game that you know is gonna be terrible from the aspect if you're not gonna be playing it yet. You have to play it to see it for yourself. I think it's gonna be an 8 out of 10, 8 out of 9, or 8 out of 10. I think the game, but even though everybody's talking bad about it, that's what I think. That's my theory, but I could be wrong. But so yeah. What is this place? Going down, going down. Are you sure about that? I don't know about that. Yeah, sure I can. You were saying? Night night. What's this way? Oh, the same way we came here. Oh, alright, whatever. Ah, thank God for my girlfriend that she told me, hey Christian, don't forget to look all around before leaving a certain area so you don't miss any items at all. She's not wrong on that. That actually helps you on your journey. Like from Final Fantasy, from the Wolverine game, from anything. Even Devil May Cry. Just like with Darksiders 4, Resident Evil 4, Remake, or whatever you want to call it. You gotta find everything just to get better shit. Gear. You name it. What's this way? Oh, that's nothing. That's just dead end.
All this bloody running. After them.
What do you think I'm doing, Sid? Okay, nothing in that door. Okay, cool. Oh look, they trapped me. Oh, by the way, they did say in Final Fantasy mode that you're gonna fight enemies that come before you fought in the easy mode. Sorry, it wasn't wrong on that. Okay. I gotta change my skill after I'm done with this. Something different. Because this is not working for me. Okay. Nope. Damn it. Nice. Ah, and he broke his guard. Hello. You're dead. That's all she wrote, kiddos. Nope. Behemoth. Laser. And bingo. Yo. Yeah, by the way, this is a DLC ability that you get in the Tyrant DLC. Oh yeah, by the way, this gets you an active. There's an achievement to get an achievement by hitting 3 people with this. I like shooting at them with this. And then getting the act with that, or infinite version of it. Oh, I just did it kind of. You can figure it out. It's not that hard. Love the water mechanic though. This is the Leviathan's ability. The fucking dog just attacks him after he tries to hit me. God, I can't with that dog. I love Torgal. He's so cute. I love him. Torgal looks like kind of like a wolf, kind of like fiery, a husky. I just love him. I just love the way his design is. I just love his wolf instinct and everything. It's pretty cool. See, that's the thing I want. See, this is the thing that I'm gonna say. Bandai had made a vampire game that I'm really interested in. Being a human by morning and being human by morning, being a vampire by night. I find that game so interesting that I don't understand why they didn't make a werewolf game after that one. That would be even fucking more interesting because I like lichens, I like werewolves, I like, you know, the adapt of all of it. I love it. Like, come on now. Yo, you probably didn't even think I was a werewolf fan of like watching werewolf Halloween movies. Actually, you're wrong on that one. I've seen a lot of them actually. I've seen the Skinwalkers, I've seen the Wolfman, I've seen everything. The Moon I End and all the other kind of crap. Yes, I am 100% love werewolves. I like the beast kind of version of it. Because even though a werewolf can kill a vampire, I don't know if it's true. I've seen movies, but I could be wrong. I don't really know. It's just a theory that I think. Think about it. An undying monster can kill another undying monster that can't be killed other than drinking blood. A werewolf man comes to be a beast with his claws is the only thing that can kill a dying thing that can't be killed. Like, think on it, really, for a bit. If you really pay attention. Pretty interesting, though, what I'm saying. Okay, I gotta fight these stupid fucker thingamajiggers from Garuda. Or Basil, whatever you call her. Here we go. I think after this part I save it. I think I'm gonna stop it here.
What the hell happened here? Little late for prayer, isn't it?
Do I seem so desperate as to grovel at the feet of a false god? I was waiting for you.
Not for too long, I hope.
You guys already heard this in the video. We're just here to beat the story on Final Fantasy mode. There's nothing different about the story. It could be. I don't know. I'll have to see about the ending. Oh no. Dude, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, by the way, the guy said, and Dracula said, that this is gonna be really more tougher. I've seen it. The enemies get way more tougher as you progress. They do. So you're gonna have to start grinding everything. The only way you're gonna beat it. If you think this is bad, I'm wondering how hard the Titan's gonna be. I wouldn't be surprised. Ah, they're too far away. It's not gonna hit. Okay. Whatever. Uh-oh. What button is it? Ah, fucker. RB. You're funny. Smart ass. Nope. Suck it. Nightfall. Oh! Nope, nope, nope. I'm falling for that shit. Wrong. Woo. Not by a long shot. Ooh. Oh, please. Just finishing this real quick so I can save it. So we can get on Final Fantasy XVI. I already beat it already on story. I'm just trying to beat it on Final Fantasy mode right now for achievement. I'm almost done with this fight. Nope. You son of a bitch. Nope. Bye-bye. And you're dead. You try to call me. Did you try to call me, babe? You could have just waited until I was done. I'm sorry, I was streaming. I'll get off of this. Alright, man, don't all make statements out there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe channel.
go up a little
I
louder.
did, but I didn't know if it was you or my ex-wife trying to get a hold of me because she was like sending me a video of something.
I figured I'd just call you that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna stop it here. By the way, if anyone's looking forward to watching Fast and Furious Forever, I'm gonna say these maybe 2 words to you, or maybe 3. There is so many likes about Jason Momoa being the really big villain here, and it would be unlikely. It would be unlikely that Jason Momoa as Dominic will die. He'll probably be in Fast and Furious 11 because Vin Diesel said he wants to make a little bit more Fast and Furious. He don't want to stop making Fast and Furious. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is the guy playing Dominic Toretto.
No, you said Von Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel. That's his name. Vin Diesel.
Diesel.
Yes, Vin Diesel said he wants to make a lot more Fast and Furious before you don't want to end it yet. He wants to see how far he can go. The Rock is supposed to return in 11 as much as Fast and Furious Forever. And not even that, the person that's playing Brian or, Paul Walker, his brother is going to have an AI fucking scan of his face as Paul Walker to come back. That's what they're doing. Now, I'm going to go now. You'll have a wonderful day. Sorry about the rant about Wolverine, but it makes sense what I was saying. All my Simmons out there, stay frosty, stay salty, get those contract kills. I'll see you all in the next one, which will be mysterious when I will stream. Take care. Bye-bye then. I could say the joke's on you and laugh, but I don't feel like doing that today, so if you get with the drift. Bye.